Welcome back. In part one, we talked about identity, shifting from seeing yourself as just a groomer to stepping into the role of a modern salon owner. Now, let's start jumping into all these core skills that actually make that shift possible. Because really, you can be the best stylist in the world. You can be the best groomer in the world. But if you don't have these foundations, your business will be so draining on you instead of supporting you. And that's what we want to see. We want to see you being supported. One of the most important skills you can develop is not about your scissors or your clippers. It is all about your communication. And clients today, they really want to know more than just a pretty haircut. They want to be able to trust you. They want to know that their pet is safe, which is so important because there's so many things in the industry right now that are happening that are not good for business for any of us. Pet owners really want to know that their pets are safe, they're cared for, and that they're being respected. This means being transparent, and that means setting clear expectations and educating your clients. It's not just about, here's your dog, see you in 6 weeks. It's about building a relationship where they know you are a professional. They know it's not just a service being provided and they're not just a number. A modern groomer does not have to just be handling pets. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about being able to read them. Stress signals, body language, the little cues that tell you whether the pet is comfortable or reaching their limit. This is where the safety really comes into place because people want to know that it's okay to stop. It's okay to not continue that groom. It's okay to still charge for that and bring them back again. It's about safety. It's about compassion. And again, it's about that efficiency rolled into one. And if you have to make those steps to do it and take it just a little bit further, that's okay. We're going to teach you how to do that. When you know how to adapt your approach and base it on the behavior, you protect the pet, you protect yourself, you protect your reputation. And that is a very modern skill and something we really need to look more at today. A large part of business foundations. Let's talk business foundations, okay? Because nobody wants to talk about business foundations. They're boring. A lot of people think business is boring in general, which it's really not. It's a lot of fun when you do things update and modern and make it part of your everyday. Some of the things that we really need to talk about and be more actionable with is pricing with confidence. You're not just covering costs. You're actually paying yourself like the professional you are. Again, you don't want to price just to price. We do not. It needs to end. Whatever Sally down the road is charging, too bad. Sally can charge what she wants. You are not running a Sally business. You are running your business. And your business needs to be different than everybody else because at the end of the day, you are not just a dog groomer. You are a business owner, and that is what you are doing. And I'm going to say it, a modern business owner does things their way, not Sally's way. You are going to really be looking at creating systems so that every day does not feel like you're walking into chaos. You really need to understand, how am I onboarding these new employees? What does that look like? It's not just, oh, you're a groomer? Great, I'm hiring a groomer. Go groom that dog. And leave them be, because that's not building loyalty with your employees. Creating systems is about creating that internal work culture, that internal work environment, and making that everybody is on the same page. You understand your brand, you understand your values, you understand your missions. Having these structures in place is going to be huge for you to get rid of that chaos, and you have a clear path for moving forward. Now, learning how to work on your business, not just in it, because that's something that I think people are really starting to lean into. Working on your business means you're not in survival mode. It means you are moving forward. Working in your business, if you have to work in your business to pay the bills, you're in survival mode and you will never move forward from there. That's a very hard, vicious cycle to get out of. These are some things that we talk about here in the lounge. These are some things that we're going to be working on. We work on them every week in the Groomers Boardroom. And this is really where so many owners, maybe even you, feel the weight. Long days, burnout, wondering if you're ever going to catch up. And then let me just say this. If that's not failing. It's that no one ever taught you the skills. And these skills are very learnable and they will change everything. It's game changing. You're not alone, and we're glad you're here. And we hope that you bring something to the table that we can learn off of as well, because everybody has something to bring to the table. And that's an important part of what this community is. Maybe you're sitting here listening to me and thinking, that's me, or that's not me. If that's you and you're exhausted, you're working nonstop, and you still feel like you're scraping by, you deserve better than that. You deserve a business that gives you freedom, not one that just eats you alive. And that starts with mastering these core skills. Getting these core skills are really going to help you tame that chaos and get yourself going, because after all, at the end of the day, we're all in this together and we've all been in that position. I was there, I learned from it, I grew from it, and I'm here today to tell you that you can master this like you can master a poodle trim or a golden retriever trim. These are things you can learn. Here's your next action step before getting into part 3. In the business section, our open discussion for business, and you can see that in this portal, share one area where you feel strongest. Maybe it's the handling part. Maybe it's client communication that we talked about. Maybe it's something we didn't even talk about, or just an area that you really want to be supported on. This is not about judgment. This is about clarity. And once you can name it, you can start changing it. I mean, it's that simple. It doesn't sound like it, but it's that simple. Again, this is not about judgment. It's about clarity. And once you put a name to it, you can start changing it. And that's what we want to see. That is exactly what we want to see. In our next session, we are going to be talking about future-proofing your career and your business. How to set yourself up for long-term success, long-term growth, and sustainability instead of running on fumes. Because we know at some point that exhaustion and that gas tank is going to be sitting on empty. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.